That would be very important in their campaign. Look, the fact is, we've got gay marriage, and it's called civil partnerships, and they've been a fantastic success. Elton John was the first person to do it with his partner David Furnish. There's, in my view, no difference between a civil partnership and a marriage, and I've been to many civil partnerships, and as a gay man, if anybody was daft enough to ask me, I wouldn't want a gay marriage. I'd be more than happy to have a civil partnership because it bestows the same rights. And whatever supporters of gay marriage say or not, the logical conclusion of this will be that inevitably they will force a confrontation with the church, and they will try to force the church to accept gay marriages on religious premises. They will say they won't, but I simply don't believe them, because the logical conclusion of the campaign for equal marriage is that gay couples can have marriages in exactly the same way as straight couples. That means they can do it in churches, and I don't think it's for a bunch of here today, gone tomorrow politicians to tell the churches who they can and can't marry, even if, as a gay man and a Catholic, I disagree with the Roman Catholic Church's teaching on homosexuality.
Joseph Musgrave, Andrew makes a good point there. You know, same-sex marriage as opposed to a civil ceremony. What is the difference?
I'm afraid Andrew doesn't make a good point. It's a misnomer what he's just said. A civil partnership is a transactional relationship. You don't need both partners there to have it signed. All you need is one person to sign a document. A marriage, you're taking a vow. And, you know, as we've said, the political debate is about inquiries under oath, and this is so important. So then to say that all of a sudden it's not important to take an oath as you do in marriage is, I think, kind of facetious. Going forward, what Andrew says about the logical conclusion of this is to make religious people and religious organisations have to marry is, again, plainly false. I mean, Article 9 of the European Convention on Human Rights enshrines religious freedom within the framework that the state decides what is a marriage. So in that framework, what you would then have is the government saying that we welcome same-sex marriage, LGBT marriage, equal marriage, but that it's up to individual churches to decide. Article 9 protects those rights under that framework. So Andrew clearly needs to do his homework and read Policy Exchange's report on this.
You know, in the last general election in 2010, not a single political party had gay marriage in their manifesto. The Liberal Democrats didn't even have gay marriage in their gay manifesto, which was a 4-page document. This started on the floor of the Liberal Democrat conference from a backbench Liberal Democrat MP who thought, wouldn't it be a good idea? It was then decreed. A series of Liberal Democrats said we must do this because it's clear distinction between the Conservative in the coalition, and then a year later Cameron embraces it. There's no political will for this, and I think it's staggering that the day after the IMF makes this terrible, apocalyptic prediction about our economy, we're going to get Parliament cluttered with a big row between the Lords and the Commons about gay marriage, House of Lords reform. People tuning in will think Parliament has taken leave of its senses. And we'll also be in a position, actually, where gay couples will be able to have a civil partnership and have a full marriage, and heterosexual couples, well, they can't have a civil partnership, which means the whole discrimination has swung against the heterosexuals. Is that what gay couples want? Not the ones I know, certainly not.
Joseph Musgrave, if this does go ahead, should the church be expected to host same-sex marriages as a next step?
Well, I think it's up to individual churches to decide, Kay. I mean,
what do you think?
Well, what do I think? I think that, again, it's up to individual churches. You know, as someone who has a complicated relationship with my faith, I hope at least the